Oh, I need a techie expert right here. Where's my son? Welcome, everybody, to Coffee and Miracles. And I am Jojo Tabaras, your host from Heaven and Health. And the reason that I bring these to you, and so far this year I've been doing them once a week. That will change sometime later in 2024. Mostly I've been talking about all the different miracles that have occurred, mostly to me, to my immediate family. And but I want to branch out later on and start sharing others because if there are that many for me, there are lots for you out there. I'd love to share yours. The reason I do this is because you may have noticed that life can get a little difficult, especially around this time of year. Life down here on Earth is a little bit stressed with lots of different things going on, especially I find a lot of people this time of year, it's been tough for a lot of people. And so I bring this to inspire and encourage. Everybody could use a little coffee and miracles, a little hope. So today I wanted to bring you one of my personal favorites. So this is something, the reason I'm doing it today is because a year ago, Thanksgiving is when this happened. So, first of all, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. There's not going to be a show next week because, of course, Thursday, Thanksgiving. So won't be doing one then, but in 2 weeks, I will have another one for you. But today, this is my mobility miracle. So, a lot of you know I've been sharing my story. I probably had fibro since I was a kid. I've always had problems with energy. The older I got, the worse it got. In my 20s, it started being pretty bad, my later 20s. And then by the time I gained all my menopause weight, it was off the charts nuts. I mean, I literally was living on my couch. And I thought, and at that point, I was like mid 50s, mid to later 50s. And I went a few years like that, thinking, okay, this is my life. This is what it's going to be like. I'm going to get older. The energy is going to get even worse. And I was to the point where I couldn't go up one flight of stairs without being incredibly winded, with having to stop. It was just I had no energy at all. And when I lost my menopause weight, I realized that part of the problem that I had was not because I was thin most of my life, until menopause, really. And then I'd not been getting the nutrition that my body needed. And I do joke that I'm probably from outer space. My body's real weird. I have a lot of different chronic issues, and that one got solved. And so I'm going to share with you what happened. So after not that I was eating badly. Well, I was when I was a kid. I will admit to you, don't tell anybody because I'm a health coach, but I did eat Snickers bars for breakfast when I was a teenager. So but I was a teenager. I was in it. What didn't mess with my, I didn't gain weight or anything like that. I just didn't like a whole lot of food. And but I later in life I was eating the right things. I wasn't overeating. I wasn't binge eating. I wasn't emotionally eating. Nothing like that. But I just as I got older, after perimenopause and then after my hysterectomy, I just started gaining the weight. I hadn't changed what I was eating, and I thought I was eating healthy, but I wasn't getting what I needed nutritionally. And when I learned how to fuel my body, which I've got a unique body, so do you, I realized that I started having more energy. And after feeling like for a few years there, I was going to live my whole life on my couch, not being able to walk up my stairs, I was astounded to find that I had a lot more energy. And the really cool thing was a year ago, I was my daughter and son-in-law hosted Thanksgiving, and I we went to a theater to see Les Mis. This is probably the fifth time I've seen it. It's great. And we walked in, we parked. I didn't think much about it. We went down, to the first floor. We parked on the seventh level, and we went down to the first floor. We went in, we saw the show. It was amazing. We walked out. Everybody's walking out at the same time. So the elevator, and there was two elevators. that were going up, up to the parking structure, and we had to go up to the seventh floor from the first floor. Well, the elevators kept coming down, not opening on the first floor, and then going back up. And I'm like, well, this is great. We're going to be here forever. My husband decides, let's walk, let's go up the stairs. Well, this was last year. I got healthy in 2020. So it was, a couple of years that I've been healthy and feeling more energy, but it didn't, because I had felt more energy, it didn't even strike me. That's not something JoJo can do. Because I couldn't walk up one flight of stairs. And these were six staircases. I mean, six flights, 12 staircases, 12 staircase. That's this many plus this many. That's a lot of stairs. And so I didn't even think. I would started walking up and, I'm talking as I'm walking up, no big deal. And I will admit that when I got to like the last 2 to 3 staircases, my legs are burning a little bit. And I had a little trouble getting up the rest of it, but I did it. 12 staircases, you guys, 12. That's a miracle because I was lying on my couch, not being able to do anything. I had to take naps after taking a shower. This is how bad it was. And last year, I walked up 12 staircases and got in the car, and my legs were burning. After I sat in the car for a little bit, a couple of minutes, I was fine. We got out, we went to a restaurant, we walked all around the area, and I was, you guys, this is big. This is huge because I never would have been able to do this had I not just lost the weight, but started to fuel my body the way my body, my particular unique body, needed to be fueled. And because I learned that, I was able to be more present in life. And this year, I'm cooking, I'm hosting, and my daughter and son-in-law are coming. I'm real excited about that. But I had to share this with you because a couple of things. Number one, if you're struggling with something and you're praying, your miracle is coming. God is going to show you how to use it, how to cure it. If you can't cure it, if you just are going to, use what you do, God's there for you. And these types of things can help you see the miracles that are going to happen. Because I've had things that were not solved. I have essential tremors. That's not solved yet. I'm working on it. But the some things it takes a long time. Some things are not healed this side of heaven, but there's always a purpose, there's always hope, there's always good things that can come from it. And sometimes there's a huge miracle, and it took me many, many years. I'm 61, and it took me what is that? So three years ago is when I got healthy. So it took me from like 27 some odd years old to just 3 years ago, what was that, 58 or something, for me to have this issue solved. But it is solved because I don't think I would be diagnosed with fibro anymore because I don't have a lack of energy. I don't have the pain. I, I mean, none of the things that I had before. And the energy was the biggest thing for me. So never give up hope. Always look for the good things. And if you have an issue like maybe fibro, because even if you're not overweight like I was, sometimes the nutrition itself can help you feel more energy. Reach out to me. If you do need to lose weight, you've been struggling on your own like I was for so many years. Reach out to me. I can help you with that too. And happy Thanksgiving. And getting up on Christmas. I'll be back not next week, but the week following with another miracle. And